Hi Taurus, welcome to Barefoot Mama Intuitive Reading. This is your spiritual reading for June. Yeah, your spiritual reading for this month. So it could resonate for, the last 20 days or the next month going forward. Whenever you find this, trust there are messages here for you. If you want to enter to win a free reading on 7/7, please put free reading in the comments of this video or any video or posts until then. And then you can join my Etsy or book a personal there with me, join my Patreon, donate on my Cash App, or become a member. It's just like $2.99 a month, or look at all those options. Otherwise, thank you for being here. Subscribe if you haven't. To those of you who have, thank you so much. I appreciate you all, and I love reading for you. So let's do this. Spirit, please protect this reading. Send any negative energy back to sender, transmuted tenfold, for the greatest good of all and harm to none. Archangel Michael, please bring clear, concise messages through for my Taurus collective. Mother Mary, please bring compassion to these messages. Amen, amen. So might it be. I've also lately been, for these messages, drawn to call on Kali. Please cut any negative energetic ties to energies or entities that are no longer in our highest good. Burn the karma sticks associated with them and send them on to the next greatest plane of existence to finish out those karmic cycles outside of our energy. Thank you for being here. All right, let's go. Eight of Wands is your overall energy. Ooh, the star. That's cool. So you have really fast wish fulfillment coming in terms of your spiritual energies. What does this mean? Okay. Four of Swords reverse. Okay. And the Queen of Pentacles. You've been worried about what nourishes you, what fulfills you, what makes you feel good and happy. King of Swords upright and Death reverse. That's interesting. Something could be being revived by a truth that's being revealed. This again is a spiritual reading, so this is truth in terms of like maybe some sort of like universal law or truth. I'm hearing I am the light. I am the light with the star here. Like you're recognizing your own divine light. The Four of Swords upright talks about prayer and meditation. So you could have been I'm getting a sense that you were kind of grinding, like working really hard to establish your foundation or keep your stability, your foundation. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. You're fully established in your creature comforts, but it's like because of this comfort, you weren't needing to turn over, you weren't feeling the need to turn things over to a higher power. So this wish fulfillment that's coming in could be like I'm getting a number of things from the King of Swords upright with Death reversed. So Death reversed can talk about, in a spiritual reading with the King of Swords, it can talk about the truth that like the dead speak, which has been coming through in a lot of readings. I think Libra's reading had that. And you have Libra here. Maybe there's Libra in your chart. So you could be getting messages or downloads from your ancestors, and this reveals a sort of truth to you, like if you were grieving about the loss of a loved one or a friend, or what's past, like a past version of yourself, even like the long gone past version of yourself, there are remnants of those echoes in the birds. I'm hearing maybe the birds bring messages. I was actually having a conversation with a friend the other day about supernatural experiences, and she said her mom has encounters sometimes with like it was some sort of insect, I think, or creature, a hummingbird. She said, "Oh, that's your auntie coming to visit." And I was like relieved to hear her say that, because I remember after my friend passed, a moth came into my room, and it wasn't like a normal thing for one, but also I don't know, I just had this sense that it was her. And I was like, "Hey, friend, like, what's up?" I saw 4:44 on the timer. So you could be having some like synchronicities like this or moments like this where you're being visited spiritually through animals by by the spirits of either people you've known or ancestors. There's a story by the Brothers Grimm that reminds me of this concept as well. It's called the Golden Bird. No, that's not the one. It's called the Juniper Tree. The Juniper Tree is about a little boy and a little girl whose mother passes away, and they plant her bones underneath a juniper tree. And the stepmom is like pretty evil. The dad is really nice. The stepmom's pretty evil. And the stepmom, I'm gonna ruin this story for you because I'm being drawn to tell you about this story. The stepmom, I don't know what so she cuts off the little boy's head for some reason. I don't remember why. Um, and she like tapes it back on and then sets it up so that the sister thinks that she drops the lid of a trunk on her brother's head, and so she like gaslights the little sister into thinking it's her fault that her brother's dead. And then they bury the brother next to the bones of his mom underneath a juniper tree, and then this bird comes and eats the juniper berries, and it's like inhabited by the spirit of the brother. And the bird squawks and squawks and goes around all day singing this song, and everybody hears it. They can't hear the words that are being said in the story, but it's like the energy of that spirit, that karma, is being sung all over, and it drives the stepmother like absolutely mad. It's a really cool story. Anyway, they all end up getting karma. It's a story about karma, but this karma is exorcised through it's exercised through like the is it called transmigration of souls? I think that's what it's called, when the soul goes from like one body into another. It's also called reincarnation. But it's like transferred through matter, through like the growing of the juniper berries, taking the matter itself that holds the DNA, right, of the boy, and then passes it on to this bird. It's a really cool story that's just coming through for your reading. So maybe that's a truth that you're acknowledging, is just that spirit moves through all things. Wow. That's a big truth to be acknowledging. Okay. What else for Taurus? That's a big deal. I don't really know what else to say. That's Let me know if this is resonating with you in the comments. Especially if you're like an atheist, right? If you're the kind of person who just, maybe you're agnostic or something before, spirit revealing itself to you in this way is pretty it's enlightening. Yeah, I am the light, right? Hierophant reversed. Interesting. Judgment reversed. Okay, so you may have been closed off to these kinds of like truths, these spiritual truths in the past, because the way that they were presented to you were through a lens of spiritual corruption and judgment. And many of us have been through that, right? Where we grew up like with I think classic example is Catholic guilt. The friend of whom I spoke, who appeared as a moth after her death, she was raised Catholic. I used to go to mass with her on Sundays, and it was really bothersome to her just to have religion presented in this way. And then from my own experience, I've had different religions shown to me in a light where it's like you're supposed to be afraid instead of feeling the grace of God, right? Whatever God is to you. And so this is being upended for you. It's being revisited so you can make your own judgment call. Yeah, death reverse, judgment reverse. You might be dealing with Scorpio. This is you. This could be kind of driving you a little bit off the wall, I'm hearing. Like you might need to take a little respite to really absorb what's coming through for you here. It is summertime, so that's nice, but I'm also seeing the stars here. Like you might be advised to spend some time underneath the stars, like stargazing, or even learning about the stars, learning about the stories of the the zodiac or the signs in the sky, all the different, it's not just the zodiac, right? It's all the constellations. That's the word I was thinking of. Learning about the stories of the constellations is a really good way to start exploring different theologies or different like belief systems throughout time, I think. And it teaches you about the stars and like navigation and how humans expanded around the world. It's pretty interesting. Okay, anything else? Ten of Pentacles reversed. Two of Cups. Okay. What? King of Wands. Nine of Cups. What is this? Okay. You could have like a fire sign, twin flame, or maybe a twin, maybe like an actual twin. But I'm hearing twin flame who like comes in to tell you, you're my wish fulfillment. But this Ten of Cups reverse is throwing me off. Like either you lost what you thought was your Ten of Cups, or what you thought was a Ten of Cups is like, or Ten of Pentacles, I'm sorry, what you thought was a Ten of Pentacles is like reimagined with this Two of Cups coming in. A Two of Cups comes in and you're like, oh, what I thought was happiness is just not that. And this Two of Cups could very well be the alchemical marriage of your divine feminine and masculine internal like archetypes, right? I think that's a Rosicrucian concept, so you can look at anything on the Rosicrucian alchemical marriage on YouTube. But I think one of the, oh gosh, what's his name? Rudolf Steiner, is that the guy's name? One of the top like scholars on that, or the most prolific. I think his name was Steiner, Rudolf Steiner. So you can look up something on that if you like. What's this King of Wands? Queen of Cups reverse. What? What's the Ten of Pentacles? Six of Swords. What's the Two of Cups? Yeah, okay. So yeah, this Two of Cups is clarified by a Nine of Pentacles, which is like you feeling fulfilled and whole within yourself. The Nine of Cups is clarified by the Five of Pentacles. So if you were dealing with like a Scorpio or water sign, I'm just gonna say water sign, but you have Scorpio here twice, and then the Queen of Cups. There could be some sort of like karmic truth about them in a fire sign. Who's this fire sign? Jesus. Oh, okay. Wow. I see. Okay. So this fire sign was somebody who was like not kind to you. And something happens here where as you decide to like move forward into your new like perspective where you accept like karma is a bitch on your side is what I'm hearing. Okay. So where you accept that like karma's real and it like comes back around to bite people in the butt who have not been respecting it, you move into an energy of like your own personal wish fulfillment, and that includes sort of as like an aside, you seeing whoever betrayed you get their karma. This isn't because you are doing something to them. I just watched the Disney movie Wish with my son, and she like has a magic wand and she shoots the wand and the magic bounces off and then recoils, and then it like reveals her hiding place and it kind of messes her up, right? So I was just thinking in that scene, like there's the rule of three. Anything you send out is coming back to you three times. And we're talking a lot about karma in this reading. And then you have the rule of three. Oh my God, the Three of Swords here, rule of three. So if this person stole from you or used you for money, yeah, they used you for money. That's awful. Or breadcrumbed you, or they like, you would take them out on dates or whatever, and they would never like take you out or pay for anything. They are experiencing something very similar. All of their movements are blocked. This King of Wands is the kind of person who knows what they want, and they will move and take action to get it. But the Queen of Cups, to clarify, reversed, is somebody who is not compassionate or lacks compassion. So I'm thinking this King of Wands is two parts. It's somebody else who takes action without compassion and is finding the reverberation of those actions coming back to them in the form of karma. And it's also you absorbing the lessons of having encountered this person and being able to take action, knowing what it is that you want and how to like proceed, but being able to do so with a full heart and a full bag, apparently, which is really nice. You're also leaving them behind. So this is spiritual karma as well. They're outside of church, right? She's going in. She's like, you know what? I don't want to be out here in the snow. Like, I'm going to go inward. So you went inward, you did the work. This other person did not. And the reason your paths crossed, I'm hearing, in this specific manner, and the way they separated in this specific manner, was for spirit to be able to show you, hey, look, this is real. You went within, you turned to spirit, you did the work. This person didn't. Look at what karma is doing for you, and look at what karma is doing for them. Like, is this not proof enough? And I think you really needed this message to come to you in this way because of the exposure to corrupt forms of religion in the past. Religion and spirituality are not the same, right? One is a personal relationship with our higher self, the other is an indoctrination into a collective mindset around stories that have been translated multiple times over from their original source. And while a collective mindset is valuable and it's extremely important, in fact, you needed to find this personal truth for yourself before joining with a collective that resonates with that, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. All right. Anything else? I'm actually just going to pull a Universal Truths card for you. I really like this reading, Taurus. Please let me know, again, if it resonated. Subscribe if you haven't, if you're still here. We'll just get this one last card. Oh, no way. There's two cards here for you. One is faith and one is change. A change in faith. Are you kidding me? That's this whole reading. Nothing ever stays the same. Therefore, let us be wise and view change as exciting and exhilarating. When we stop changing, we start dying. Beginnings only occur when endings are allowed. This movement is the cornerstone of all that makes life fascinating. Spiritual vibrancy is seeing change as a real opportunity for growth. This requires clarity, passion, and determination. Be prepared at any given moment to give up ego manifested fear and change the old identity for a far superior one. The core of man's existence and exaltation comes from new experiences. The most significant achievement in life is not so much where we are, but in what direction we are moving. Change comes from knowing that we must empty before we can be refilled and therefore fulfilled. So emptying during this waning moon cycle could be really important too. Like, pay attention to the things you're letting go of and release them with forgiveness and compassion. Call on Archangel Michael, call on Kali. Maybe get a cord cutting ritual done. I know Scorpio Priestess has a cord cutting ritual. I should just record one, have it on my Patreon. Anyway, when faith is bonded to action, one stands in their full power. Faith is belief without evidence, keeping us optimistic even under the most trying circumstances. Having faith transmutes fear, depression, despair, anxiety, and doubt. We have a knowing that the universe is our silent partner, whereby our mind chatter stays quiet. Yeah, Four of Swords reversed. Wow, I love it when spirit comes through that way. Faith is water in a barren desert, a blessing that knows no boundaries, and yet, like water, can move mountains. For those who have faith, no words are needed. For those who do not have faith, no words are heeded. Faith establishes a sacred shield of positive forces that negative forces simply cannot destroy. Ooh. All right, Taurus, this was your spiritual reading for the next month or so. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you all next week.